Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Good to see you again. I am Lee Kelso. It's been about 500 miles, about a month or so, since we put this 1989 SAAB turbo convertible on the road as a 5-speed for the first time. So why is the patient back and prep for surgery? Because I hope this oil seal will keep the engine from bleeding to death. The car is running really well. It's back on the road as a 5-speed. With one major problem. Take a look at this. Yeah, that's oil dripping down off the engine block. It's dripping so fast I call the car now the Exxon Valdez. Other than that, it's running really well. Power is back where I need it after some turbo adjustment. The new radiator has helped cooling a great deal. All the other work that we did, the car just feels, runs, and drives really well. But that oil leak is serious. I've already replaced this crankshaft oil seal once, and maybe I did it wrong, or maybe the oil seal I got from my local auto parts store wasn't a precise fit. Whatever the reason, it's spewing about a quart of oil every 75 miles at highway speed. If you look close, you'll see oil is pooling at the bottom of the seal, so I'm pretty sure it's the source of the gusher. This time around, I'm using a seal from e-Euro parts that I trust will be correct for the car. All right, guys, before we get to installation, let's take a closer look at this oil seal and the tool I bought to install it. So the seal goes around the end of your crankshaft. Now there's oil behind the seal at high pressure. And so the seal is designed with this inner pocket and then a little spring. Now it's my assumption that what happens here is oil pressure pushes against the backside of this seal, forcing it into the crankshaft end and increasing the seal. So as the oil pressure within the car increases, the force against this increases, and it also then increases its sealing ability. At least that's how I assume it works from looking at how this thing is put together. So the special tool, this guy was 130 bucks, but if it solves my problem, it's going to be well worth it. Comes with 3 different pieces. So you bolt this onto the end of your crankshaft. Your seal goes right here. And then as you turn this knob, it forces the seal into the slot in a very even and measured way. So that's how I think all of this works. Let's give it a go. So this should bolt right on the end of the crankshaft here, so it fits on this little stud, and something's not right. That does not fit up flush, and these set screws don't match up with any of the threaded bolt holes on the end of the crankshaft. That is a major disappointment. Well, since that snazzy, expensive tool didn't fit this particular car, I had to MacGyver a solution. So here's kind of what I came up with. This is one of the flywheel bolts, and I put a stack of washers on it, and then used this assembly to thread into one of the holes here, and use that assembly to force the seal into place. Of course, I used a wrench. In fact, I used my air ratchet to get enough torque to force that in. But it seems to have worked. That seal is in place, it's flush all the way around, and I hope that's going to solve our problem. Here's a shot from about an hour later with the engine running, the clutch fully installed, the pressure plate spinning away there, and I'm advancing the throttle as I check to see whether that oil seal is holding. All right, guys, good news. After a spirited test drive with my foot pretty deep into the turbo, no signs of leaking. Changing that crankshaft oil seal seems to have solved the problem. At least part of the problem. Yeah, so it turns out that I've got an oil leak at both ends of the crankshaft. So the front seal, the one up against the firewall, that's next to be changed. Well, another project for another day. I'm not sure what your car needs. Probably needs something, so get out in the garage, get yourselves dirty, and maybe by then I'll have this thing put back together. I'll keep you posted. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.